saying if Splunk has to send you any message, that will show it here. Ratings, I'll come later. Help is one of the critical parts. So Splunk answers. It's a forum. It's a question answer forum where you can ask question and the experts on the forum will reply back to you, or anyone who knows the answer will reply back to you. Splunk answer is a good forum for you to register initially. I know you will not be able to understand a lot of things there, but as you read on, your concepts will be clear. Documentation is one of the important things here because Splunk has a very wide and good range of documentation. So if you want to read out something, go to read it. Don't go ahead right now. I'll tell you what to read. It's not that I'm just taking the class. And also, I'm recording this class. Yeah, I'm recording this class. So if you need the recordings, then probably right out of this class, I'll send you the recording so that you can practice.
Yeah, please.
Sure, no problem, man. I'll do it. I know initially it is still tough for you to understand, so I'll send you the recording.
How will you send it?
I'll mail you. Don't worry. After this class, I'll take the mail IDs from you guys.
Okay, thanks.
Or rather, why don't you? I'll tell you my details. I'll write out my email ID. You just send me. This is my email ID. I just request everyone to send me a initial thing or the mail so that I can, whenever I have some documents, a good link, I can send it to you. Sounds good? I'll create a distribution list and I'll send you the link. So, yeah, uh, health is okay. Activity here, everything or all the searches that we do, that is referred as job. So you need to keep two things in mind. One is event. One is event. Event uh, which is the name for each activity in the log file. Can be one line, can be off one line or multiple lines. Okay. Now there is a thing, a job, nothing but search activity. So all those job details will be stored here. And if you set up any alerts, it will be, you can see if it is triggered or not. You can see it from here. System activity will tell you about the system details. I'm just telling you the overview, and then as we move on, you will be clear about this, how to do it. So this is the settings area. I'm not gonna explain it right now because it will make you more confused. But um, so this is where we configure all those details, most of the details, because there are a couple of things that you will not be able to configure from UI. You need to go to the background and then manually change the configuration files. But here, for most of the things, you can do it from here. You can check the licensing. You can check. You can do searches and reporting here. This is for distributed things, so don't worry about it right now. So if you're admin, you will be able to see the access controls, how to give access or how to revoke access, or you can check, you can give only, you can give access to only particular areas to people. Like, for example, I have Kaushik, Naga, Ravi, Venkatesh, Yashi. So I have five guys sitting here, right? So I can check, I can make Kaushik as admin, Naga and admin on them. But the rest of the three guys, I may think that okay, they may not need access to all the logs. They may not need access to everything. So I'll just give them access to this particular area. So you can do it from here. I'll show you. We'll take a session in about access control. So I'll show you this. So this is how Splunk screen looks like. Now let's go and add some data. Okay. Now here there are three ways you can add data. Forwarder I already told you. So if I need to get the data from some other machine. So that is how forwarder works. Monitor is how do I tell you? Suppose you have Windows, even Windows log, right? So for every operating system. So it's not that you want to only monitor your system or your application. You can also monitor the operating system. So in that case, you may want to monitor the TCP and UDP ports and all. So you know about the layers, right? In the networking, you have various layers. TCP, UDP. So these are the protocols you have. HTTP. How many of you guys know it? Never mind. You don't have to know it, but it's just the names, okay? Like I said, I mean, it's not a very hardcore networking thing, but at least you should know about the names so that in future, if you come across any of the terms, you will not be surprised. So this is for majorly for monitoring particular inputs, right? Any particular input, but mostly in your system, not external system. So forwarder, like we said, forwarder is for external system, but this is for internal system. So, for example, if Ravi wants to check the details in his machine, what is going on in his machine, and he wants to automate that, so automatically monitor your own system. But forwarder is automatically monitoring some other system. That is the difference. Now there is the third part, that is upload. Upload is nothing but you manually go ahead and upload it, upload a file. So I will probably use that because that is easy to do it for us to understand things. What I'll do is let me open up here. Here's one. Where do you have the samples? Yeah, there we go. That's long. Let me take this access file. This is a huge one. First one is a huge one, so I'll take this. You see, it's generating data input. It is reading it. It will show done. Then only we can move, and we'll wait for it to read it. Yeah, it shows done, and you see that this button has been enabled. So we'll click on next, and then here it will show us the data. Bear with me, my machine is a little slow. So yeah, now it has come. Now this is the log file. This is now you see that Splunk has automatically identified individual each line as individual log file. It has automatically identified that. So it's a good thing, right? It has also identified the timestamp. Now you may ask me a question about why is it not matching with the timestamp here? If you see, sorry. If you see the timestamp here, it's 1600 1:23, 1600 hours. So evening 4 o'clock, but it is taking morning 5 o'clock. Well, the reason is the timestamp which is highlighted, it is in CST time or EST time. I think it's minus 800 hours is I think CST time. And the location I am in, the default time zone is IST time, Indian time zone. So that's why Splunk is automatically converting this time based on the time zone to this time. Okay? Because it's not taking today's time. If you see, my time is 22nd December. But here it says November 7th, which is this. So don't freak out in future if you see any difference in the timestamp in the log file and your actual timestamp. So don't freak out. So it is actually the same time. Now, next important thing is source type. Right? A source type is nothing but a logical name of a setting.